the Vice Chief of Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Omenda, Principal Secretary, Ministry of Defense, Dr. Patrick Mariro, the Assistant CDF, Personnel and Logistics, Major General Rugendo, senior officers, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me start by warmly welcoming everyone to this briefing and to particularly thank members of the media for honoring our invitation. We appreciate the key role played by the media, the role of informing the public about government programs which help to ensure that citizens engage with national processes such as this one from an informed position. Today marks the launch of the 2025 nationwide military recruitment exercise, which is a key undertaking by the Ministry of Defense on behalf of the government of Kenya. The recruitment exercise is meant to help the KDF replenish its ranks, to offset natural attrition. It is supposed to provide for the expansion of new units, as well as integrate specialized capabilities into the Kenya Defense Forces rank and file. This recruitment is therefore not just about adding numbers to the ranks, it is about identifying the best of Kenya's youth with the right qualifications who embody discipline, patriotism, and the courage to serve a cause greater than all of us. Certainly, the exercise is a national responsibility that underpins our country's security, stability, and prosperity. Indeed, security forms the foundation for development, and development in turn sustains peace and progress. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Defense is cognizant of the dictates of the Constitution of Kenya of 2010, which requires all security entities to reflect the nation's diversity and inclusivity, while giving young citizens across the country an opportunity to serve with discipline, patriotism, and pride. To this end, the nationwide exercise commencing today, the 13th of October 2025, shall be conducted across all 47 counties over a 2-week period. The recruitment process is designed to be fair, transparent, and inclusive, ensuring that every qualified Kenyan is accorded an opportunity to serve. And I welcome the young men and women of Kenya who have shown interest in serving our country to turn out in large numbers for the exercise. Equally, the Ministry of Defense is fully aware of the concerns emanating from the wider public regarding the challenges that have marred past recruitment exercises. Allegations of corruption, fraud, and the exploitation of our young people and their families by imposters have been reported in the past. All reported cases, I'm happy to say, have been thoroughly investigated, and those found culpable have been dealt with in accordance with the law. Notably, past investigations have revealed that most of the reported cases did not involve members of the Kenya Defense Forces, but were perpetrated by individuals passing off as KDF leaders or members. It is unfortunate that innocent civilians have been duped, and most of them have lost, many Kenyans have lost money to such individuals. Accordingly, the Ministry of Defense is determined to protect Kenyans and to ensure that only merit guides entry into the Kenya Defense Forces. My message to Kenyans is simple. KDF recruitment is free. KDF recruitment is open. The KDF recruitment is transparent. And any attempts to influence the process by any party involved, be it parents, guardians, or candidates, will result in automatic disqualification and subsequent prosecution. The integrity of the process is therefore non-negotiable. Let me reiterate once again that recruitment into the KDF is free of charge. We do not ask for bribes, we do not take bribes, and we do not give bribes. Anyone doing any of these things is a criminal and should be treated as such. Any officer or staff found engaging in any form of malpractice will be dealt with decisively, while civilians equally attempting to buy their way into the forces will be prosecuted without exception. We want to urge Kenyans of goodwill, including members of the Fourth Estate, to please help us by exposing anyone asking for money in the name of helping anybody to secure a slot into the Kenya Defense Forces. And in this regard, we are working very closely with other government agencies, namely the National Police Service, the DCI, the ESCC, as well as the NIS, to ensure a fair, transparent, and credible process. Some of these partners, I'm happy, are represented here today. And this collaborative approach reinforces accountability and ensures the highest standards of integrity. In addition, parents, guardians, community, religious leaders, as well as the national government and county administrations have a vital role to play in this exercise. Their support in guiding our young people, encouraging them to present themselves honestly, and reinforcing the values of discipline and integrity that the Kenya Defense Forces stands for is invaluable. Recruitment into the military is not only a national duty, but also a community responsibility, and we urge all of us to play their rightful role. To this end, I wish to spell out a number of guidelines that shall apply in the recruitment process. First, all candidates must adhere strictly to the published guidelines and present themselves honestly at the designated recruitment centers. Kenyans are urged to reject and report any attempts of bribery or any form of undue influence. Please note, recruitment shall only be done at the designated recruitment centers as published in the advert that has been running for a month. Secondly, candidates must exercise absolute honesty in presenting their identification documents and academic certificates. Rigorous verification will be conducted at every recruitment center in partnership with the Kenya National Examination Council, the National Police Service, and anyone found with forged documentation will face prosecution, not to mention instant disqualification. Beyond recruitment, identified potential recruits will undergo further processing and shall remain subject to continuous vetting throughout training and service in order to uphold the honor and trust vested in our military. All successful candidates shall be notified at the recruitment centers at the end of the exercise, and further instructions shall also be provided on the next steps. And just to join the Vice Chief of Defense Forces in stating that anything done before or after the stipulated timeline is out of step or illegal. Finally, I call upon the media to work with us in this exercise, to be vigilant watchdogs, expose malpractices, and continue sensitizing the public against fraud. Working in close partnership, we will safeguard and defend the fairness and credibility of this national recruitment, because a defense force built on integrity is the strongest shield for our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude my remarks this morning, on my own behalf and that of the Ministry of Defense, I extend our sincere appreciation to all those who have worked tirelessly and diligently in preparation for this recruitment exercise, including our partner state agencies. I also thank the media for their vital role in keeping the public accurately informed. To the youth of Kenya, I call upon you to step forward with courage and conviction. Joining the Kenya Defense Forces is not merely about employment. It is an honorable calling, a chance to serve our nation, defend its sovereignty, and secure a prosperous future for generations to come. As we begin this recruitment exercise today, I wish all recruits the very best. And want to urge them to approach the exercise with integrity, determination, and confidence in their own abilities. The ministry stands with you and looks forward to welcoming those who rise to the challenge with honor. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I now declare the Kenya Defense Forces 2025 nationwide recruitment exercise officially launched. Thank you, and may God bless you all. Asante.
Thank you.